So the last main idea in our book is that so many of the kids that we see don't have an accurate model of reality. The kids in our area have the idea that it's Yale or jail. I mean, a lot of the kids do, and they think that the valedictorians are going to be the most successful people. I see so many kids who are discouraged, and kids in high school who aren't doing well, and they think they've screwed up their whole life. And the first thing I tell them is you could flunk every single one of your high school classes. You could go to community college then if you decided that was a bad idea. And you could get 30 credits and apply to most of the colleges in the country without having to show your high school transcript. When I tell kids, I give them an accurate model of reality, it motivates them to work hard. And so many kids growing up, I think that I have to do this or this or this on a certain time scale. If I ever get off the track, I'll never be successful. And we want kids to understand how many ways there are to be successful in this world. There are many late bloomers in this world. There's a lot of opportunities. And I'll just try to get them a little bit more kind of grounded in the way that the real world is, as opposed to this idea that it's only the top 5% of the student body that's going to be successful.
So as Bill points out, we want every single kid here, all your children, to be as educated and successful as they can be, because it's good for them, right? To be as educated and develop their talents. It's good for them. It's good for families. It's good for communities. It's good for whole bloody country. But as Bill said before, we want them to do it in a way that's healthy. Because all you have to do is think back the last 2 or 3 years of all these ridiculously successful people who took their own lives. Because depression doesn't give a fig about career success. Wealth and success do not protect you against depression. Things that support mental health support you against depression. And so our book, look, I'm a person who helps people get into college, and I principally help them do better on tests by actually doing things that support their mental health. And so I just don't want anyone to come away thinking this is an either or proposition. And the last thing I'll end where we end our book, that, you know, I mean, I have a kid who's a freshman in college, and we, as parents, we all know that so many of the things we do for our kids, they kind of have to forget them, and they'll forget so much of what we say. But what does get wired into their brains is how we make them feel. And the things for us that we think support kids developing successful and healthy lives are obviously that they feel loved, back to that relatedness, that they feel supported, which is different from being pushed, right? It's supported, not that they feel trusted and they feel capable. And with those things, they have that connection with us, but they have within them the sense that I can navigate the world and set worthy goals for myself and go forward and achieve them in ways that will make me successful and develop the life that I want to live.